Look at that lighting. The crow and the bean field are my best friends, but boy, I need a hug. So I'm very sick, kind of. Delicious. Now I gotta do the clear top coat. Okay, let's go start the video. Today, we're gonna talk about Owl City, aka Adam Young. Hoot hoot! See what I did there? Okay. So he came out with a new album. Let's just pretend that it was like yesterday, because I'm definitely not several weeks late to this. You gotta give me a little bit of slack because I'm a busy girl and I have a really busy life outside of YouTube. So I kind of just do videos whenever I'm able to. So Owl City came out with an album called Cinematic. It won't focus, but yeah. He came out with an album, Cinematic. Whoa! It has caused a lot of controversy amongst the Hoot Owl fandom, and even for people who aren't fans of Owl City. You either really like it or you really don't. So I'm just gonna go down the line of the order they are in the album and I'll tell you what I think about each one. So, Fiji Water.
Got an email at 22. Told me I could be a star.
So, Fiji Water. I love the beat. The lyrics are really just, you know, they sound kind of out there, kind of crazy, like Father Christmas picked me up. If you watch Adam's girlfriend, she did a video on it, like a video talking about it. I'll link it somewhere. But she did a video talking about it, and she said that everything that happened in the story, all the lyrics are very literal, but they seem very kind of crazy and like you don't understand unless you don't know the story, which I think is really kind of cool. I really love how Adam did that with this album because it just made it so like cool. Like you can interpret the songs however you want to, but coming from him, they have actual stories and actual meanings behind them. They could mean something completely different to somebody else, which I think is really neat. Kind of hard to do that. Okay, next is 5th of July. His voice is so good. It's so good. So I'm really biased for this song because like he's been a part of my life my whole entire life. Oh gosh, why am I tearing up? You know, Adam Young has been a part of my life since before Ocean Eyes came out. Since before I was like 7 years old. Like, it's been a really, really long time. Just this song, the 5th of July, like, this is where Adam started. This is where this crazy, insane, cool guy whose music has helped me in so many ways, this is where his story began. Oh, it's just so cool. So, you know, I just really like. Okay, next one is All My Friends.
It's been this way from the start. It's like they're always trying to tear us apart.
So, All My Friends is probably the most controversial song on the album. Everybody does not like it. You know, at first, I didn't really like it. I didn't really like how he wasn't singing. Like, it was more of like a rap, talk, chanty kind of thing. I didn't really like that. And the beat of it, you know, once I got to the chorus, it was okay. But it just really kind of cheesy. Then I was talking with a friend of mine. I'll pin her comment down below whenever she comments. But we were talking about it and she brought up a really good point, and she said that it kind of shows the side of Adam that doesn't come out very often, like this quirky, silly, nostalgic, kind of cheesy side. A whole new side of his personality that we don't get to see that often, and the fact that he made a song and is kind of showing that to us, like, I'm pretty honored to be able to see that side of Adam because I think it's pretty funny and pretty cool. And I just, after listening to the song, it kind of grew on me and I really like it now. So I don't have anything against it. I think it showcases him in a little bit of a different way. House Wren.
I'm a house wren, hunting for a house. I haven't found one. I'm on the lookout.
Okay, so House Wren is probably one of the songs in the album that I will turn on in my car and just sing to when the chorus comes on because it's just such a fun song. It's just so cute and happy and fun, and I love the birds in the background. I love how he did that. It's such an adorable song. Like, what is there to not like about it? I can't really say anything else. I love it. It's so cute. Not all heroes wear capes.
He doesn't fight crime or wear a cape.
His voice. So, first of all, this is a little bit of a different style than he usually does, which I really like that kind of rock and roll thing, the guitar I really liked. But also just the fact that he wrote a song for his dad and released it for us to hear. Like, how cool is that? I don't know if you guys know, I made a video to that song for my dad. I'll link it up there, I guess, but Like, it's such a perfect song, and it's so cute and so sweet, and I love how he shared it with us. Like, it could have just been something private that he wrote for his dad, sent him a video of, but no, he released it for all of us to hear and to enjoy, and I think that's really special. Okay, Montana.
A 15-year-old kid from St. Paul hopped on a train and headed west. Got a job at a St. Mary restaurant, washing dishes and making friends.
I came up with that dance on the fly. I like the alternate version a lot better. I'd have to say, for Montana, I like the alternate version, and I like the acoustic version a lot better than the original. No, there's nothing that I really, really love about the song Montana, except the fact that I have been to Montana, and I've been to most of the places that he says in there, so it's kind of neat to see. This is just one of those songs that is more of a personal song for him, something that is based off of a story from his life or somebody that he knew. You know, it's not something that everybody can relate to. It kind of reminds me of his scores a little bit, which I think is kind of cool. But nothing too bad there, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. Lucid Dream.
My imagination gives me wings, and I can go anywhere.
I would have to say, my first impression, I did not very much like the very literalness of it. You know, for a song called Lucid Dream, a song about dreaming and imagination, but then for the lyrics to be, I'm a light sleeper, but I'm a heavy dreamer, I didn't really like that. And I still don't think I like it that much, but it's grown on me a lot. But the song, like, if you do look at the lyrics, for me, so relatable. Like, they're so relatable. So even though they're pretty literal in that part, and I'm not a huge fan of that, I still love how much I can relate to it and how true it is for me anyways. I don't know about other people, but for me, I really like the song. And once the chorus starts and everything, it gets pretty whimsical and a little bit more like the old Adam. But yeah, I like the song. Always.
To prayer away.
So Always. If I'm being honest, I would have to say that this is probably one of my least favorite songs on the album. I don't hate it in any way, but it tends to be one of the songs that I skip over when I'm shuffling through the playlist. It's totally along the lines of You're Not Alone in My Everything, like it's in that same category. And I love how he does that. I love how he sets aside some songs to be solely about Christ, about God, about his faith. I love that because, you know, that encourages me too in my faith, and it's neat to see him do that. But the song, all the lyrics in it are very true. There's nothing wrong with the song at all. It's just, for me, it's kind of slow. And generally when I'm listening to Owl City, if I want a slow song, I'm gonna go for Vanilla Twilight or On the Wing or Saltwater Room or West Coast, you know, old songs like that. His newer slow songs are good and the lyrics are very true, and I still love them. I love his voice, I love how he does them, but I guess it's something I have to be in the mood for, and I'm not in the mood for that kind of thing from him very often. Cloud 9. I have to show you my favorite part of this song. That was my favorite part of the song. I really like this one. Look up when the world gets you down and you're gonna be fine. Hang in when the world counts you out and you're gonna get by. Like, I think I mixed that up. I love the lyrics. I love the lyrics. I love how whimsical they are too. And I love how he does the 3 key changes. That's not something you see a whole lot anymore. I really like how he does that. I think that's something a little bit unique to Adam. I don't know, maybe I'm just speaking and I'm very undereducated about this. I really like how he did it because it very much accomplished its goal. Like, it gets higher and higher. Like, you're floating higher and higher up in the clouds. Like, it's so cool. At first glance, it's such a happy song, but when you think about it, this is like a very encouraging song too. And it's something that you could just be like being really sad about something, and then you listen to the song and it totally, you know, raises your spirits, which I love. That's something I've definitely used the song for. So I really like Cloud 9. Winners Never Quit.
I've had some bummer days, but I ain't looking back. I've made a few mistakes, but I'm on the right track. Here we go.
So, Winners Never Quit has gotta be one of my favorites. I love the sound in the beginning, the little video game kind of Nintendo-y sound. I love how he did that. Like, that's so cool and like nostalgic for me. And I think it's pretty neat because I know he loves that kind of thing. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of When Can I See You Again, or like the video gamey theme. I love how he does that. Winners Never Quit is just another one that I'll blast in my car and just sing to. I love it. It's so much fun. It's just such a happy song. It's definitely one of my favorites. I can't really, like, there's just, everything about it is good. I can't really say anything. Madeline Island.
jumped in the truck. My third
So Madeline Island, I would have to say, is probably one of my other least favorites. Just again because it's literal storytelling, which is fine. I love how he's doing that with this album. It's something new, but I can't relate. Like, it's just me listening to him telling a story, which is cool, but I'm not always in the mood for that. I think that's why I tend to skip through it a lot, because usually I want something I can relate to when I'm listening to his music, and Madeline Island isn't really that. But I still really like it. I think it's a beautiful song. I love how there are birds in the background too. The ending of it is just like Ocean Camp, I think, from the Endurance, from his scores, which is beautiful. I love it. Again, it just tends to be something I'll skip over. Be Brave. First of all, the lyric, "In my hand I held a paper burden, and on it written were the words, be brave." 1 second, I'll be right back. My sister made this for me. It is a little origami paper crane. Isn't that neat? She wrote "be brave" on it, and then she gave it to me, and that's like, it's the sweetest thing. And it's made out of a map of Paris, is one of the cities that I've been wanting to go to my entire life. So it's just, shout out to her. Love you, sis. Be Brave has got to be one of my favorites. And the first time I heard it, I started crying. I was on the city bus going to college, so it was kind of like, don't look at me. Be Brave is just so beautiful, and his word choice, the lyrics in it are so amazing. They're gorgeous. There was a time when something had happened and I was really down, and I was like lying on my bed in like the most awkward position, and my phone screen lights up, and I look over and it's a notification from YouTube that Owl City has uploaded a Be Brave acoustic version, and I'm like, whoa, what is this? And so I clicked on it, and I'm pretty sure this was the accidental upload, which is crazy because it happened at exactly a time that I needed it. Whoa! I'm having like a mind-blowing moment right now. Wow! Accidental upload at exactly a time when I needed it most. It just, like, I started listening to it, and all the tears came out, and it was just so beautiful, and I was like, this is just, like, I just need to be brave. Like, it's so cheesy, but I was like, I just need to be brave. I can do this. It was such an encouraging moment, and yeah. This is what Owl City is, you guys. Okay, New York City. New York City is such a fun song. Like, it's totally one that you can just throw on in the car with your friends, just like jam out to, which I love doing. It's so much fun. One thing I love about this album, even if I kind of skip over some of the songs, is the fact that there's so many songs about places. I think that's something that's very taken for granted with people, is the fact that like places hold such special meaning to us, but we don't realize it. If you're going somewhere new, taking the time to really realize all the special things about a place, or all the differences, all the things that stand out to you and speak to your heart about a place, I think it's such an important thing to do, but nobody really does it anymore. It's so cool how he has so many connections to all these places. Something about that is just really inspiring to me. Firebird is next.
We would drive just to drive around. Everything changes.
I think Firebird, in the context, it doesn't really apply to me that much. I know people Autumn, that you know, this song is a lot more relatable to literally, but for me, in a time when I'm graduating and stuff is changing, everything changes, and that's okay with me. Like, I just think it's a really cool song, and I just think it's also neat how he's sharing more of his life. That's another thing about this album. I can't get over the fact that he's sharing so many personal experiences with us. We don't deserve that. Like, that's so neat. Cinematic. The first time I listened to it, it gave me chills. It's such a cool song. The Star Wars, like, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but the Star Wars references are just really neat. It's just such a cool song. I can't wait to see it in concert, honestly. It is going to be absolutely amazing. I can't even find anything to say about it. Like, it leaves me at a loss for words. And just how excited he is with me. Like, I'm going through so much change in my life. If I'm honest, it's really scary, but this is like, gets me pumped up. Like, this is, you know, the first part of that trilogy I just finished. On to the second part of that trilogy of my life. Okay, on to the alternate versions. As I drop my phone.
It's been this way from the start. It's like
So I've got to say I like the alternate version of All My Friends a lot better than the original. And I love how Brienne is in it. Like, how cool is that? He brought her back. I love the alternate versions. It's just so beautiful and I love singing along.
A 15-year-old kid from St. Paul hopped on a train and headed west. Got a job at a St. Mary restaurant, washing dishes and making friends.
Okay. Ah! His voice is so good! I probably fangirl the most over his voice in the alternate version of Montana. His voice is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I can't get over it. Okay, on to the last one.
I did not say a word.
Oh gosh, I have a tear.
When
He
I
makes me
went
cry.
hopping,
Alternate version, again, it's just so gorgeous. Also, with Montana and Firebird, the alternate versions, I love how he has recordings of people talking in them. That just makes it so much more special and personal. I think it's so cool. Final overview of Owl City's album Cinematic. I love it. If I'm honest, in the beginning, I kind of didn't like it at first. There were some things that I had to kind of get past, you know, All My Friends or the literalness of the songs and, you know, kind of like, where did that whimsical bit go? But it's still there. It's such a good album. I think we have to realize he didn't write these songs specifically for us. I mean, some of them, maybe, but he wrote these songs for himself. This is a personal story of his life, and we're just along for the ride to see it, to witness it, which is so cool. For those of us who actually really like Adam Young and actually care to hear about it, then it's such a special thing. But for those who are just wanting Ocean Eyes again or All Things Right and Beautiful, I think they're kind of like, well, what the heck? What's up with this album? It's not necessarily for us. These are stories from his lifetime, things that he's been through, all of the experiences that shaped him to what he is today. For me personally, you know, I'm probably very, very biased because I've loved Adam Young, Owl City since I was 7, or if not younger. But it's just such a cool thing to see and to witness. I just think we're so honored that he would share it with us. As far as the controversy, he didn't write these songs for you. So if you don't like them, whatever. I think he kind of wrote them for himself, for his family, friends, in the hopes that some of them would help some of his fans. I don't think he's expecting for everybody to be able to relate to all of them. So I think for those of you who don't like the album, stop hating on it. Goodness gracious, what is that gonna do? Because there are people like me who just can't stop crying over these songs, okay? We have people on both ends of the spectrum. Why can't we just agree to disagree and leave it at that? Don't hate on Adam Young. This is something new that he's doing and I really like it. So yeah, that's kind of my really long spiel about Adam Young, Owl City, Cinematic, all of that jazz. I really love how his girlfriend got more involved with this album, or at least publicly involved. I think that was really special and cool to see. Yeah, I think that's kind of all I have to say about it. If any of you are going to see him in concert, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know if any of you are going where I'm going. Maybe I can meet you. That'd be kind of cool. Highly doubt it though. I'm very much like, I don't even have 1,000 subscribers, so that'd be kind of crazy. I probably bored you half to death, but that's okay. I hope y'all have wonderful lives. Have a great summer because it's summertime. Goodbye.
Okay, so I just wanted to say that today is Adam's birthday, so happy birthday, Adam Young. Everybody should wish him happy birthday in the comments. I want to apologize for the video being so blurry, like 90% of the time. I am so sorry, that is so annoying, but I'm not gonna film this video again. Next time I film in that spot, I will make sure and manually focus my camera. And yeah, that's all I had to say, so happy birthday, Adam. I love you. Okay, bye.